a new bomb. That is what seems to be happening as far as last evening here in India. There immediately came an announcement of a new executive order being signed by President Donald Trump of levying additional 25% tariff on India and on Indian goods. However, India has now hit back. This is for the probably first time that the Prime Minister now seems to be taking on as far as when it comes to the economic face-off, the trade face-off that India seems to be facing with the United States and ally, quote-unquote ally, United States of America. Now, this is what the Prime Minister has roared. The Prime Minister has delivered a big message, especially when it comes to the Kisan interest. The farmer interest, he says, is paramount, and he says that the government will do everything when it comes to protecting the farmer, their interests, and that at all costs. There would be no compromise when it comes to a farmer interest, and he says he will go to any extent when it comes to protecting our Kisan.
भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है। किसानों की आय बढ़ाना, खेती पर खर्च कम करना, आय के नए स्रोत बनाना, इन लक्ष्यों पर हम लगातार काम कर रहे हैं। साथियों, हमारी सरकार ने किसानों की ताकत को देश की प्रगति का आधार माना है। इसलिए बीते वर्षों में जो नीतियां बनी, उनमें सिर्फ मदद नहीं थी, किसानों में भरोसा बढ़ाने का प्रयास भी था।
Well, we have Pragya connected with us, but before that, let me go across to Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP. Shehzad, in the opposition, those who were raising questions, calling it as a foreign policy failure, saying that the Prime Minister and the government don't have the guts to take on Trump or the US administration. This seems to be the strongest ever statement that is coming in from the Prime Minister himself.
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री ने पिछले 11 वर्षों में अगर एक नारे को हकीकत की तरह पिरोया है तो वो है जय जवान, जय किसान, जय हिंदुस्तान। और भारत अपने किसी भी हितों के साथ कभी समझौता नहीं करता। और किसानों के लिए जिस प्रकार से सरकार ने, चाहे स्वामीनाथन रिपोर्ट कमेटी को लागू करना हो, चाहे किसान सम्मान निधि देना हो, या चाहे किसानों के लिए नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज वाला स्टैंड लेना हो, ये हमेशा इस सरकार ने किया है। और इसीलिए हम अपने किसानों के हितों को, उपभोक्ताओं के हितों को, कंज्यूमर के हितों को किसी भी दबाव में हम लोग इसका समझौता नहीं करेंगे। ये साफ संदेश हम बार बार देते हैं। जहां तक सवाल है, देखिए, मैं तो सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा कि विदेशियों में कुछ लोगों को ज्यादा विश्वास और भरोसा हो सकता है। अब जब वो विदेशी बोलते हैं, यहाँ पर कुछ लोग तालियां बजाते हैं, पर भारत वो भारत नहीं है कि विदेशी फोन करे और हम न्यूक्लियर टेस्ट पे सरेंडर हो जाए। आज वो भारत है जो अपने हितों के हिसाब से तेल भी खरीदता है, एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी को भी सुनिश्चित करता है और ग्लोबल अफेयर्स में पार्टिसिपेट भी करता है। हाँ, कुछ लोगों की इतिहास में और डीएनए में कॉम्प्रोमाइज लिखा है, तो वो हमेशा उसी चश्मे से देखते हैं।
All right, we'll be getting more reactions on that. Shehzad Poonawalla, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Let's get in a quick word from Pragya as well. Pragya, this is the new India, the Naya Bharat, the Viksit Bharat that we are looking at, the Bharat that stands with its Janta, the 1.4 billion Indians, when it comes to its farmers, its Kisan, and the people, their small businesses in particular. The Prime Minister saying India will not be threatened, India will not be bullied, and India will not be intimidated.
You are absolutely right, Amita, and in fact that has been the stand of government of India ever since Trump started this threat and also blackmailing India with the tariff game. In fact, while speaking at the MS Swaminathan Centenary International Conference, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that interest of our farmers and fisheries. Remember, Prime Minister also mentioned that we are the second largest nation in the fisheries sector. So these are our strengths, and we cannot open our businesses for US because of that, because farmers and fishermen will be the most that will be hurt by this
just
demand.
Interrupting you because those who were raising questions on the government side, let's get in a word from the opposition as well. अमित जमाई हमारे साथ फोन लाइन पे जुड़ गए हैं। अमित जमाई जी, प्रधानमंत्री की तरफ से अब जवाब आ गया है, क्योंकि विपक्ष की तरफ से बार-बार सवाल उठाए जा रहे थे कि हमें माने भारत को सिंगल आउट क्यों किया जा रहा है, ऐसी धमकियां क्यों दी जा रही है। वो जो दोस्त ना रहा, उस तरह के हमने देखा है कि ताने दिए जा रहे थे। कि आपको लगता है कि किसानों के हित में जो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने कहा वो एक करारा जवाब है जो भारत के ऊपर सवाल उठाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, भारत की नीतियों पर सवाल उठाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं?
देखिए, समाजवादी पार्टी ये समझती है कि ये पूरा मामला नेशनल इंटरेस्ट का है। ये एनडीए इंडिया ब्लॉक का इशू नहीं है। लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री हमारे जो हैं देश के, उन्होंने इस मुल्क को दुनिया में एक बहुत कमजोर मुल्क दिखाया है, क्योंकि अमेरिका का ये कहना है कि हम रशिया की जो वॉर है यूक्रेन को, हम उसको फंड कर रहे हैं, राइट। तो रशिया के जो सबसे बड़े एक्सपोर्टर्स हैं गैसेस के, वो तो यूरोपियन यूनियन है। यूरोपियन यूनियन के किसी भी देश पर जो सबसे ज्यादा गैस को लेते हैं, रशिया से खरीदते हैं, ट्रंप ने उनके ऊपर कोई इतने बड़े टैरिफ नहीं लगाया जी। लेकिन ट्रंप ये समझते हैं कि भारत की कोई हैसियत अब बची नहीं है नरेंद्र मोदी के हाथ में, तो वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। ये ट्रंप साहब की गलत फहमी है। इसीलिए यूरोपीय आदरणीय राहुल जी ने, इसीलिए हमने माननीय अखिलेश जी ने, हमने उनको अलाउ किया, उनको शक्ति दी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी, आप 140 करोड़ देश के प्रधानमंत्री को
लेकिन अमित जमाई जी, वही विपक्ष पर ये सवाल उठाता हुआ नजर आ रहा है, डिप्लोमेटिक फेलियर कहता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। हमने देखा है कि कई प्रकार के सवाल भी उठाए जा रहे हैं। अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि जिस तरह से ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान विपक्ष भारत सरकार के साथ एकदम डट के खड़ा हुआ था, क्या इस वक्त भी जिस तरह से अगर बुलिंग टैक्टिक्स जो अमेरिका अपना रहा है, क्या उस वक्त में भी क्या विपक्ष भारत सरकार के साथ खड़ा हुआ नजर आएगा?
देखिए, हमारा प्रिंसिपल क्वेश्चन है कि नरेंद्र मोदी ने और आरएसएस ने अमेरिका के जो भी दक्षिणपंथी राइट विंग पॉलिटिकल फोर्सेस थे, उनसे रिश्ते बनाए, हाउडी मोदी और ट्रंप को जीतने के लिए भारत से कैंपेन चलाई गई। हमें भारत को कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ, हमारा नुकसान हुआ। सीधी सी बात है कि नरेंद्र मोदी अगर डरते हैं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप से, तो माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी, ये भारत के 140 करोड़ जनता उनसे डरती नहीं है। आपको एक आखिरी बात बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बता रहा हूं मैं जी। कल मैं एक्सपोर्टर एसोसिएशन, जो भदोई का कारपेट इंडस्ट्री है और कानपुर का ट्रेनरी इंडस्ट्री जो है, मैं उनसे कल बात कर रहा था। आपको हैरत होगी, हमारे अरबों के जो माल जो अमेरिका जाते थे, वो फैक्ट्रियों में सड़ने को बर्बाद हो रहे हैं। क्या ट्रंप साहब, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी, हमारे देश का जो अपना उद्योग है, जो एक्सपोर्ट होते थे अमेरिका में, उनके लिए क्या करने वाले? बेरोजगारी बढ़ेगी, ऑर्डर
तो
नहीं जा रहा है।
आप थोड़ी देर ना फोन लाइन पे बने रहिए, क्योंकि आप जो सवाल उठा रहे कि प्रधानमंत्री जी क्या कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने अभी एक जवाब दिया है, वो मैं आपको सुना देती हूँ। एंड दिस इज फॉर द व्यूअर्स एज वेल। द ऑपोजिशन व्हिच हैज बीन रेजिंग द क्वेश्चन एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया डूइंग, Is it bowing under or buckling under pressure? No. Is it pointing out the double standards and the hypocrisy? Yes. And this has been the Prime Minister's latest statement.
भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं, व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है। किसानों की आय बढ़ाना, खेती पर खर्च कम करना, आय के नए स्रोत बनाना, इन लक्ष्यों पर हम लगातार काम कर रहे हैं। साथियों, हमारी सरकार ने किसानों की ताकत को देश की प्रगति का आधार माना है। इसलिए बीते वर्षों में जो नीतियां बनी, उनमें सिर्फ मदद नहीं थी, किसानों में भरोसा बढ़ाने का प्रयास भी था।
आरपी सिंह ऑफ द बीजेपी इज ऑल्सो कनेक्टेड विद अस। आरपी सिंह जी, जो सवाल उठाए जा रहे थे विपक्ष की तरफ से, कहा जा रहा था दोस्त दोस्त ना रहा, इसी तरह के जो स्टेटमेंट्स थे वो सामने आते हुए नजर आ रहे थे। अब प्रधानमंत्री खुद कह रहे हैं कि व्यक्तिगत तौर पे मुझे अगर प्राइस उठाना पड़ा, मुझे प्राइस देना पड़ा, तो मैं देने के लिए तैयार हूं। सबसे पहले मेरा देश, मेरे देश के किसान, मेरे देश के स्मॉल बिजनेसेस, उनका हित सबसे पहले, सबका साथ सबका विकास देखा जाएगा।
Well, PM has always kept the farmer and the small businessman in forefront before his any interest or before any other interest. He has rejected the global pressure and has prioritized the Indian farmers' interest. And you remember earlier also in the WTO negotiation, also on agriculture subsidy, demand for cutting back on minimum support price, or global push to open Indian agri market to multinational agri-business. The Modi government has taken a bold stand on this on all such subjects.
Absolutely. And he says that he's ready to pay the price. As far as when it comes to his personal relations is also concerned, is this a direct message that is now going across to friend or dost Donald Trump? RP Singh, thank you very much for joining in. As far as when we speak of the farmer rights, the Kisan hit, as the Prime Minister is now speaking out, he says there would be no compromise. On two occasions already, especially at the time when the first time 25% tariffs that were levied along with an unspecified penalty. Why? Because India was looking within. India was looking and keeping the interest paramount when it comes to our small businesses, when it comes to, especially when it comes to our farmers, our Kisan. That has now been kept above everything. And is that what the Prime Minister is saying? That he is ready to pay the price. He's ready to give up as far as his personal equation is concerned, but that will not come at a cost when it comes to compromising with the interests of our farmers. Let's get in a word from Rishabh as well, who is connected with us. Rishabh, Donald Trump says we'll see what happens. Coming 8 hours, it's only been as far as additional tariff that has now been levied. India has hit back, calling it as unjustified, unreasonable and unjustifiable. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that I'm ready to pay the price.
Well, see, one thing is clear, Washington is arm twisting New Delhi, and Washington wants to arm twist New Delhi, given that we have tariff barriers that support our MSMEs, that support our local businesses, and do give them protection against the global giants. And that is something that India says for any developing country is very necessary. When it comes to your dairy, or when it comes to agriculture, these are the labor-intensive markets that India say that we cannot literally give up on these, given that these are necessary for our labor, our population. And that is where the main bone of contention is between Washington and New Delhi. Having said that, yesterday's statement very categorically stated that singling out India is unjustified and not correct. You cannot have double standards with India and its neighbor China. China imports 47% of Russia's crude oil, while India imports 38%. When it comes to piped gas, India or LNG, India do not import anything from Russia, while European Union takes half that share. And still, there are negotiations, there are bohemi between European Union and, Russia, and negotiations between Russia and China, while they are going after India with 25% initial tariff, now a penalty of 25%. So India is very clear that we will not take this lying low. Now, the statements that came in last 72 hours, first statement very clearly showing the mirror to US, and yesterday's statement very clearly showcasing that India will not step back. India is very clear that this is unjustified and we will fight it. The sources within the government setup is now very clear that yes, there is a diplomatic crisis, yes, there is a trade crisis with the United States, but the solution is not to give in. The solution is to fight for the justice between the two countries, a trade that is mutually beneficial. One cannot just use the capsize of its economy to subdue other developing country.
And
if
this
India
is a matter which is expected to resonate in the parliament as well, Rishabh, because as far as questions are now being raised on part of the opposition, they have now been questioning as far as India's stand, India's foreign policy, and how India deals with America is concerned. But this has been one of the strongest messages that have come in from Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, the farmer first message, but the opposition, however, continues to attack, saying that the BJP should have acted 10 years ago. Now, this is Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav, who says that the government failed the farmers, failed the Kisan completely, and it failed when it comes to the farm policy. And he says that the government now needs to think for the farmers and for the milk industry and for the small businesses as well, because they, in any chance, should not be compromised as far as their interests are concerned. The opposition, however, continues to question the government, especially when it comes to citing that there has been close relations, there has been hugs and handshakes that has been taking place with the United States leadership. Now, what changed? What changed? If Donald Trump's main theme as far as his campaign pitch was concerned to make America great again, then for India it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who thinks of Viksit Bharat, or thinks of making India great again. However, with these developments that have been taking place, the Prime Minister says, well, fine, so be it, I am ready. When it comes to the personal equation is concerned, it can be set aside. He's ready to pay the price for it. But when it comes to the interests of his own people, his own Kisan, his farmers, the small businesses, there will be no compromise. And this seems to be reflecting as far as in the statement that has been issued by the Ministry of External Affairs, where it has called out as far as these additional tariffs as unreasonable and unjustified. But the opposition back home, this is the way they are trying to corner the center on this issue.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ये बात 10 साल पहले सोचना था कि हमें अपने किसानों के हित के लिए, खेती बाड़ी के लिए, दूध और दूध के बने हुए तमाम पदार्थों को लेकर के हमें हमेशा चिंतित रहना चाहिए और प्राथमिकता पर हमें अपने हर सेक्टर का ध्यान रखना है। उद्योग खत्म हो जाए, उद्योगपति कारोबार खत्म हो जाए, किसान बर्बाद हो जाए, नौजवान को नौकरी रोजगार न मिले, तो हमारा देश जा कहाँ रहा है? जो लोग ये दावा करते थे कि दुनिया में सबसे मजबूत रिश्ते हैं, कोई देश ऐसा नहीं छूटा होगा जहां पर भारत को सम्मान न मिला हो, उसके बाद आज ये कहना पड़ रहा हो सरकार को, तो ये बड़े दुखद है।
Well, that has been the opposition reactions coming in. But speaking of the additional tariffs that has now been levied on India, where does India feature when it comes to the tariff list is concerned? Because the steepest hike that has now been witnessed are two countries. Incidentally, both of the countries, whether we speak of India and Brazil, are part of the BRICS platform, which Donald Trump has already called out for, saying that it goes against American interests. So 50-50% as we are looking at India and Brazil. South Africa, again, another member state of BRICS platform. Vietnam, Indonesia at 20 and 19% respectively. 15% as far as Japan and South Korea is concerned. They have been holding their negotiations with the United States. And the UK currently at 10%. However, when it comes to the situation is concerned, already a 25% penalty that was levied, additional tariffs of 25% and an unspecified penalty that has been levied. Why? Because we continue to trade with Russia, and that seems to be a point that Donald Trump is taking again, especially those countries where India, a friend and ally, is now being singled out, it's being targeted. However, when the same question was asked from the President of the United States, that Indian officials have said that there are other countries as well that are buying Russian oil, like China, for example, which is a direct adversary, then why is India being singled out? Here's how he responded.
Let me go, please.
Indian officials have said that there are other countries that are buying Russian oil.
It's okay.
Like China, for instance,
It's
buys
okay.
more.
Yeah.
Why are you singling India out for these additional sanctions?
It's only been 8 hours, so let's see what happens over the next.
Sanctions.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more.
So this is a taste of
You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see so much secondary sanctions. Yes, ma'am.
Well, Well, Rishabh is with us right now. Rishabh, there has been a threat as far as when it comes to Donald Trump's statement, because if India doesn't bow down as he's expecting India to do or buckle under pressure, there would be secondary sanctions. This is something that he's not ruling out. Rishabh.
Well, if we talk about Donald Trump, see, one thing is very clear. Donald Trump wants India to give in to their demands. Donald Trump right now wants that India agrees to all the demands, justified, non-justified, doesn't matter. And India is very clear that India will not agree to that. India will not compromise with the right, with the welfare of the labor-intensive market. And that's the reason that we see so much of ifs and buts between the two countries. GM crops is definitely the red line. And political compulsions are very clear. Donald Trump wants India to agree to the GM crops. Reason most of the MAGA states GM crops. Reason most of the MAGA states are pro-GM crops. India do understand with GM crops things will not go down well for the farmers and also for India's trade with the rest of the world. European Union does not agree to GM crops. UK does not agree to GM crops, where we have just signed the FTA. With European Union, we have the FTA in talks. By January next year, we'll have the FTA in
well,
place.
Well, just giving you a breather there, let's put out another breaking update. What we are learning as far as Donald Trump is now concerned, because, of course, when it comes to the time difference that we are looking at, he seems to have given out another reaction. And this is what Donald Trump has now saying, that especially when it comes to the midnight, where billions of dollars in tariffs that are now flowing into the United States of America, there is no end to Trump's tariff threat, as Trump's new message has come across amid the tariff row, where he claims that billions of dollars are now flowing in the United States. With regards to India, he's already called out saying that there has been a massive trade deficit with India. He's called out India as far as when it comes to very little trade that US could do with India, because the prices were so high, the tariffs were so high, and he said that it was unfair and not in the interest of the American people. And there has been tariffs, there has been threats, there has been retaliatory and reciprocal tariffs, and he is now being out saying that if the countries don't comply, then there would be further sanctions that could be put in place. And he says, as far as India is concerned, that we'll see what happens.